Another beautiful morning where we can sit back, relax, and watch the charts go red. I'm obviously being facetious and trying to ease the tension because, yes, we've started off on another red day. This seems like what our very consistent theme has been across the crypto market. And I'm going to talk about why ADA is going on a little bit of a retracement this morning. But I took some time to go through a lot of different news and data and really identify why we are seeing red in the crypto market. And I figured it out. It's not for the reason that people think it is. And we're going to talk about that in this video. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So looking at ADA in general right now, yes, this is a lot of red. 4 straight days of red, not a fun time. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it and say, yeah, this is great. It's not. It sucks, right? Now, I will say ADA is actually broken out. Yay, rah, rah, right? It's not the exciting breakout we wanted, but we're broken out nonetheless. It was more of a lateral breakout, and then we obviously saw a retracement this morning. And what really caused that was us working our way again into some of those long leverage liquidations, some of those long positions that were actually opened up all the way back here on the third and the fourth, that time where I tweeted out, yeah, if you're dumping in the crypto market, I can't help you. I don't know what to tell you at this point. And frankly, I still hold that same belief. If you're dumping, I don't know what you're doing, because unfortunately, a lot of people are getting caught in this short-term bearish sentiment, and there's not really much of a reason for it. Okay. Now, that being said, ADA is sitting on support currently. I'd love to see it hold these ranges. We'll have to just wait and see what happens. Again, the weekends just suck in general. $51 billion in daily trading volume. That's pretty low. So we'll have to see whether the spot trading is more for the bullish side or if it's more for the bearish side as the day goes on and US money starts to wake up. It's about 6:49 a.m. Central Standard Time right now. Now, here's the thing. The reason why the market hasn't really been breaking out and making nice moves to the upside is, of course, because of negative sentiment. Everybody knows that. I see all the comments, people saying, oh, we're falling into a bear market. Oh, everything's so bad. We just keep dumping and blah, 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 right? The same regurgitated garbage we've been hearing for a long time now. And I think people are misunderstanding what's actually taking place in the crypto market. It's a lot of bull stuff. It's a lot of bull stuff in terms of Cardano and ADA, big partnerships, integrations, obviously advancements within the ecosystem itself, advancements within the blockchain itself. I mean, this is all good stuff for the future of Cardano. And the only thing that's really sucked as of late is just the negative short-term sentiment. Now, I took some time to look back at when things really did flip. And it was actually all the way back around February 18th, February 19th, February 20th. Okay. That is when we saw the S&P start to fall off. That was when we saw BlackRock start selling pretty heavily. Actually, I got to cover my box up here. Oops. Wait, why can't you see that? Oh, there we go. All right. That is when BlackRock started selling very heavily. It was right about that time. They had been consistently buying and then flipped to consistent selling with only 2 days of buying since that time. So obviously things changed pretty drastically at that point. And what really happened was just this continuation of tariff news, right? So that was also the same time, by the way, that the FTX distribution started as well. So just for a little bit of context there, but it all seems to be a little correlated here. All right. And so unfortunately, this negative sentiment has took over the market. Now, here's the thing. It doesn't necessarily have to do with the negative news. It's the presence of the bears that have actually been holding the crypto market down. And why I'm mentioning this is when we look at ADA currently, there are $3.28 billion in leveraged short positions that could face liquidations if ADA surges to $1.04. That is the largest presence of shorts we have seen, I think, ever in terms of ADA. So right now, the problem that we have is that the longs are being cautious, but the shorts or the bears are being confident. They don't believe that right now there is enough good news to continue pushing charts to the upside for us to break out and start setting new highs. And that is why they keep coming back, right? Even when we went on this massive, huge, quick wick liquidation to the upside, ADA being the largest daily candle on March 2nd, the bears didn't care. They stepped in, they started pushing the charts down, they started dumping, they opened up these short positions. Again, take a look at this concentration, right? They started shorting instantly. All right, even up here as ADA was surging all the way up to $1.15. They started shorting again. That's the problem. is that the bears right now, the people that are betting against the market, they're too confident and they keep returning. They aren't shook yet. They aren't shook like they were back in the early part of 2024. If we rewind and look back at that time, what we saw was obviously very consistent growth for ADA. A lot of green, a lot of green, a lot of green. Then bears started to step in, push the charts down, and then they got wrecked and wrecked and wrecked and wrecked and wrecked. And we haven't basically had this continuation of bears just getting absolutely wrecked in the crypto market. And because of that, their confidence is incredibly high. And so we need something to start shaking that confidence. We need something to start causing these liquidations to the upside. Now, what things could happen to do that? Well, first of all, just any more positive announcements from this administration surrounding crypto reserve assets could be a good sign. Obviously, this hasn't really gone the way that we had hoped so far. And we talked about this being more of a long-term deal anyways. But seeing as tariffs are what caused a lot of these liquidations and retracements in the market in the first place, pausing of tariffs, trade deals, things like that could in fact start to move things the right direction. Now, one thing that people have been talking about as well is quantitative tightening. Quantitative tightening. Well, the ending of quantitative tightening could start moving things in the right direction. Positive CPI reports, good FOMC meetings, rate cuts. There are lots of positive catalysts that could start moving prices to the upside. And what I want to remind people of as well is all this capital is sitting here right in the crypto market. And you have to ask yourself, what is it trying to do? What is it waiting for? Well, one thing I do just want to point out here is on the total market cap of crypto, we are actually doing another tap on this trend, right? This is testing our high from March, all right? So this might be what they're waiting for as well. A confirmation tap here before we start to move things back to the upside, all right? There are enough big players in the space that right now, yes, I would say that things are heavily manipulated. That's not been a question, right? We've talked about this very much in depth, and I think there's going to be a moment where things do flip and start moving the opposite way, and the shorts do start getting liquidated and wrecked to the upside. But we just have to be patient, right? The biggest thing we have to wait for here is if we look back at weighted funding rate. So open interest weighted funding rate since March 3rd has been bearish, right? This is what we're trying to flip. We're almost at that point, right? We're getting pretty close to even there, back towards the bullish side, but this all has to flip. This is what starts moving the prices to the upside in a more sustainable way. You have to remember, right? It's all these different things working together. And that is how we create these sustained pumps. That's how we create these breakouts. That's how we trigger adoption in the crypto market. I think that time is still coming very soon. I think we're heading into the ending of quantitative tightening. Global liquidity is on the rise, like I talked about yesterday. I mean, there are just enough things to be bullish about, even in the near term here, that we can kind of start to see things shifting just a little bit. In fact, ADA confirming higher lows here on the trend would be a very good sign. I mean, even this higher high back here was a good sign, but we just want to see us keep taking step after step after step and understand that, I'm not saying there's going to be a quick instant wick to the upside or anything like that. It's probably going to be more like, this isn't even a really good chart to track. It's going to be probably more steps along the way, slowly but surely, step after step, making moves to the upside, maybe stopping at certain levels along the way before we start to make the big breaks, before we start to see the big adoption taking place. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. Yes, it sucks. I'd love to see things just moon right now, but until we start crushing consistently these short positions, until you start really just beating the bears out of the market, we're kind of stuck. And that's okay. If we were looking for opportunities to accumulate, we're getting tons of them right now. And that's where I think a lot of people are disappointed, because with ADA, we had this huge elongated period where price was so incredibly low and people bought, and now we're just stuck waiting and waiting and waiting. And now we're just basically waiting for the demand to re-enter the market, waiting for the demand to follow. So I appreciate you guys as always. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.